I am a huge Star Wars fan, but not just a regular Star Wars fan of the movies. I am also a Star Wars fan of the expanded universe, the old expanded universe from the 90s. A couple of years ago was to make the ultimate Star Wars DVD collection. This is my own personal set that I created, and I picked out all the covers and everything else. And this is in perfect order with the original expanded universe. Obviously, we start from the very beginning. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is when they used to have paintings for all the Star Wars movies. This is the kind of cover they should have for the official DVD. I have custom things I wrote on the back. The tale of all tales emerges. I love this picture of Darth Maul because it's kind of like the colors are inverted. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I love this painting they made for Attack of the Clones. It reminds me of the old paintings to the covers to the Star Trek movies. These paintings are amazing. These paintings make the films look like they're from like the 80s or the 70s. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith came out. There was only like 2 paintings they made, and I picked this one because it was the better looking one. So naturally, after Episode 3, we have Rogue One. So I labeled it Star Wars Episode 3.5. I thought that this was a cooler poster than the one they originally used on the DVDs. Way better. The silhouette forms Darth Vader's helmet in the background. The Star Destroyer is kind of like where his nose goes. I mean, this poster makes it look better than the actual movie itself, but the movie is good. I really like Rogue One. Love that shit I did at the bottom. I thought he was entertaining, Commander Krennic. Then, of course, we have Episode 4, A New Hope. I just wanted to pick this as the cover because it's like a classic 70s movie, you know? And I even acknowledge that it was made in the late 1970s, even though it's the 4th chapter overall in the Star Wars saga. Yep, that's right, the holiday special. This is kind of like my custom-made holiday special cover. I did some editing here. I included Boba Fett at the top there, squeezed him in there. Chewbacca's family. Episode 4.5, that's right, because it's in between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. So this is actually my fan edit for the Star Wars Holiday Special. I actually like the Star Wars Holiday Special, like not even ironically. Sorry, I just do. I think it's very charming. Yes, there are parts that are cringy, and yes, there are parts that are unintentionally funny, like when all the Wookiees are arguing with each other, but I still like this special. I thought it was entertaining. I think it's cool. I like the idea of it, too. And it actually has some serious moments in it that are reminiscent of things that occur in Empire Strikes Back. I should do a new edit for the movie and make it more adventurous than the actual version. But this version I made removes some of the cringy things from it to make it a better experience, but I think I can do even better. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Love The Empire Strikes Back. And I think this is the best poster for The Empire Strikes Back. Look at that. That is so fucking badass and amazing. What a cover to pick. See, I picked the best covers. They didn't pick this for the official covers. Very, very cool. Got Boba down there. This is Shadows of the Empire. That's right. Based on the expanded universe, they had novels, comics, the Nintendo 64 video game, and it takes place in between A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. So that's why it's Episode 5.5.
When the Empire turned more and more to the forces of the underworld.
Bounty hunters.
The underworld moved in to crush the Empire and the Rebellion in a single stroke. After The Empire Strikes Back and before Return of the Jedi, there was a time when heroes and villains alike lived in the shadows of the Empire.
This is basically a fan edit film of mine where I took footage from the Nintendo 64 video game. I took the cutscenes from the Shadows of the Empire video game and combined it with some of the deleted scenes from the original Star Wars trilogy. I can't show you guys any of it because it'll be taken down from YouTube, but I can show you some pictures of it. I love this fan-made cover painting that someone made, because it looks like what the Shadows of the Empire poster would have been like. I love the villain of the Shadows of the Empire. I think he was awesome. Now, the only thing that's screwed up about this painting is that is Nicolas Cage as Dash Rendar, which is fucking hilarious. We gotta defeat the Empire. That's the only thing that's screwed up about this cover, and I wish it wasn't there, but whatever. It's a little funny, you know. Like, I think Dash Rendar is really cool. So these are the paintings they made back in the 90s for the concept of the Shadows of the Empire movie. I think they should make the Shadows of the Empire movie. Prince Ixor. I love Prince Ixor. And he had a fight with Darth Vader, by the way. So, since I took deleted scenes from the original trilogy and the cutscenes from Shadows of the Empire, I basically made the Shadows of the Empire movie that they should have made back in the day. Or they could still make now. All that CGI stuff with Mark Hamill. If they're going to do it in The Mandalorian, they can make a Shadows of the Empire movie now. It'd be much better than Rogue One. I mean, come on. Then we have Return of the Jedi, my favorite Star Wars movie. Got that badass, amazing painting. I know I say badass a lot, but whatever. Now, here's the best stuff, the fun stuff. Dark Empire, the Star Wars Expanded Universe story. Dark Empire took place after the events of Return of the Jedi. And it had Luke basically becoming like his father and dashing his father's old outfit and turning to the dark side. And they had comics, they had novels. I love Dark Empire, and a lot of Star Wars fans don't like this expanded universe story, but I think it's really cool. This is actually a official fan-made film by me, or whatever. It's me stitching together deleted scenes from the original trilogy and I think some other stuff. And I actually made my own official Dark Empire movie. So here it is. I'm the only one that ever did it, and it has a crawl and everything. Again, I can't show you it, but I added this stuff over here. The Emperor comes back to life during Dark Empire, and he's like a clone of the Empire, of the Emperor. He's a clone, a younger clone of the Emperor. And so, yeah, a lot of people said when they saw The Rise of Skywalker that it was basically a ripoff of Dark Empire, but, you know, bad. And it was bad. Well, parts of it were bad. I liked the movie, but parts of it were bad. The stuff with the Emperor in The Rise of Skywalker were pretty bad. But I thought he was done way better in the original Dark Empire. Oh, and there is some video game footage here, because this includes the Battle of Calamari. I think that's the home planet where Admiral Akbar is from. See, that's Luke being evil. Fucking cool. The only way to truly understand why your father turned to the dark side. That's right. I just think that the original Dark Empire saga from the original expanded universe was way better than The Rise of Skywalker. I just want to say that. Actually, this takes place before Dark Empire, because this is episode 6.5. Dark Forces 2 was a computer game in the 90s. Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. Dark Forces 1 had some video game cutscenes that were like 2D in the graphics. So I didn't really want to make that into a movie. It's a little lame. But believe it or not, check it out on YouTube. Dark Forces 2 featured a young upcoming Jedi called Kyle Katarn. And all of the cutscenes in Dark Forces 2, they're all live action with real actors. That's right. So I stitched them all together, I remastered them, and I expanded it, and I made the Dark Forces 2 movie, basically. And again, painting as the cover. This takes place after Return of the Jedi. Look at the paintings. There are cutscenes in this game where there's a character that holds a two-bladed lightsaber. And this is like years and years before The Phantom Menace. But the two blades are facing in the same direction. It's not like Darth Maul's lightsaber. So it looks like evil Rey's lightsaber from The Rise of Skywalker when she went into that mirror room. It looks like that. And it was done here first, not in The Rise of Skywalker. So because all the cutscenes are live action, I consider this a real Star Wars movie. It is. It technically is. It takes place after Return of the Jedi. Kyle Katarn. Great stuff. Check it out. Check out the cutscenes for Dark Forces too. And also the 2 Ewok films I consider Star Wars movies because they take place in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I was going to make cases for those too. This is the true Star Wars collection. And since none of these have to do with the tyrannical Disney, because those films have nothing to do with George Lucas's intentions, and even George Lucas approved of the original expanded universe, and he said that some of the stories he heard about, like Dark Empire and Shadows of the Empire, he said that he would have made those things like Star Wars movies anyway. It's too bad I can't show you guys any footage from my fan edits or my fan Star Wars movies like Dark Empire, which is completely fan-made. All in order, from first to the end, of the original 70s, 80s, and 90s and 2000s era. The real Star Wars, the official expanded universe, all in order, symmetrical, perfect. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, let me know what you guys think about the movies, about the old expanded universe, which I love, and may the Force be with you.